So this is a new location, and he's going to try to play as a different class, as a medic. You're going to see the way he resurrects people. As you can see, the shotgun is also customizable, just like any other weapon, a secondary weapon, primary weapon. Yeah, affects the way the gun fires, the handling, the recoil and stuff like that. You can customize his pistol as well. Because he has a short range shotgun, he's going to take a long range pistol to be effective in case he needs it.
Get up against bots. Up against bots.
Yeah. Right now we're only playing in a co-op mode. So it's 4 people. We don't have a 5th player right now. They're going to play against the bots in the Middle East setting. So you can see machine gun in front of us, and it's very hard for one person to take him out. Guys need to flank him. And you can see one guy who's died. The medic is going to come over and resurrect him. And heal him as well. Oh, another one is dead, but I don't think he has enough charges in his defibrillator to take care of the second guy as well. Right now they play on very hard difficulty. They're going to cheat a little bit. They're going to revive themselves sometimes, otherwise they're not going to be able to finish it from the first time. So as you can see, obviously different environment, different colors. We try to make the environment so they're detailed, but not too detailed, so you cannot really play and see where the enemy is coming from. So trying to find a good balance. And yeah, these guys got knocked out by the shield guy.
Can you pick up their right shield?
No, you cannot do that.
There's a good way to make the bot more of a task to take down.
Yeah. Well, especially now when they play hard, you will see more and more that they have to help each other. And you cannot just run forward. If one person separates from the group and charges forward, he's gonna, yeah, like as you can see, another person just died right there because he's away. And this guy's requesting help. You see the blinking cross over him. He needed a medic, and yeah, he helped him.
What's with the kind of red outline that goes around the bot you're shooting at?
It was one request by publishers because a lot of players, casual players, it's hard for them to see where the bots are. And I mean, it's a conscious choice. You can make a game in which like you try to be as real as possible, and you can also make a game which is fun for people who are not really used to playing games like that. So I think you can switch it off actually if you want to be very realistic, but by default it's switched on. Yeah. Some people say, okay, we don't need that, we're good enough, but some people are really like frustrated and they have the option of seeing where the enemy is. You can see how he's climbing around using the environment to flank the enemy as well. And the enemies are also like, what we try to avoid is situations in which you will run, and suddenly you get a headshot and you get killed. So usually, even the snipers are designed so they will give you a warning shot, and you will see it just right near your eyes, and you will hear the sound. You'll know he's aiming at you, and then the next shot might be lethal. But one of the worst things you can do is, like you saw it right now. Yeah, instant kill is very bad in such kind of game because people just quit the game.
So which office of Crytek are you based out yourself?
I am in Kiev. The game is primarily developed there. I've been there for the last couple of years. So before that I was working as art director on Far Cry and on Crysis, but because I speak Russian, they had this opportunity in Kiev and I decided to go there and work on this game. Previously, actually originally I'm from Russia. I was born in Moscow, that's why I speak the language, but I worked in Crytek since like 2001. Actually, yeah, 2001.
How much Ukrainian is spoken in Kiev, you find?
Everybody speaks Russian.
Really?
Everybody will speak Russian. Nobody, I mean, some people take pride in speaking Ukrainian only, but I mean...
I just have a lot of Ukrainian friends over here, like kids who came over here in the 80s, you know?
Well, Ukrainians have an advantage. All Ukrainians understand Russian, but no Russian understand Ukrainian. So now they have to blow up the gate, and behind the gate is going to be some more enemies. As you can see, they really work all the time together. Like, he's not trying to be egoistic, running forward, shooting guys. He heals the guys and supports them, makes sure they don't die, because his defibrillator needs to recharge. And if a couple of people are going to die together, he's not going to be able to revive all of them. And you see the shield guys making a lot of people work together. Like one person would have not been able to do anything.
Yeah, I like this. This is like an untapped market because you look at something like Spec Ops and people enjoy playing that together.
Yeah.
And then this is like raiding in an MMO, but in a more socially, in a more easily organized social fashion.
Yeah, it's like a very easy way to play a dungeon. Like people play World of Warcraft and other like Ion or whatever other games. You have 5 people, different classes. They go to defeat the boss. This is similar, but this is very easy to play. You don't need to rank up. You don't need to worry. And yeah, one guy is knocked out, and he's gonna help him up. Yeah, and it's very challenging as well. But it's just very dynamic. It's skill based. It's not just. I mean, it's not. This game is not about like leveling up. I mean, obviously, leveling up gives you a lot of opportunities and flexibility and different weapons and attachments. But still, skill is a deciding factor.
And leveling up's the crack of some games, though.
Yeah, well, it's necessary. It's a hooking factor. It's the reason people stay in game for a long time. But in a shooter, it's not like it's not the World of Warcraft on Ion, other RPG kind of games, in which you can make a huge difference between the kind of damage and the kind of amount of health that you have. A shooter is a realistic game. A bullet just does this much damage.
What kind of feedback are you giving these players here when their hits land? It looks like your reticle glows red when they.
Yeah, you get
when you hit something.
Yeah. It's one other request from the publisher. Many casual people, especially on long distances, when they fire at the enemy, they don't know whether they hit him and how much damage did they do. And especially in PvP, they feel cheated. They don't know. Oh, I hit this guy, he didn't die. And this crosshair is kind of indicating whether you hit the guy and how much damage did you do. So the bigger it is, the more damage did you actually do. And now the guys are going to face one of the most evil enemies we have. It's a mini boss. He can only be killed by attacking the glowing part on his back, on his backpack, like the energy source. So the guys are going to have to work really tight together to flank the guy, make him turn the back. Probably going to see a lot of reviving happening right now. Where is the big guy? Yeah, here we go. There is a mini boss up on the stairs. They probably want to play so he turns his back towards the sniper or the rifleman as much as possible, because they can do a lot of damage. And the medic can actually hurt him with a defibrillator, but he only has one chance. Basically, if he gets too close, he's gonna die. So the best thing for the medic to do is to support other guys, wait until he has just a little health left, and go and finish the job. That's what he's trying to do right now.
The hell is that?
Yeah, but it's very dangerous. You have to wait when he has a little bit less health left, otherwise.
What is he wearing?
He's just a big juggernaut kind of.
He's wearing an Iron Man suit, a glowing reactor.
Yeah, well, we need to bend the reality a little bit. I mean, we try to make a realistic game that feels and looks real, but we need to come up with some enemies that create interesting gameplay situations. So, I mean, sometimes you will see some things you don't see today when you look around, but that's what you need to do to create a good gameplay. And he just needs one more shot, and he's down. So right now the guys are a very good team, they're very experienced players, but some people who see this guy for the first time, they will probably fail a couple of times before they learn how to do that.
They'll panic, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, right now the game is closed beta in Russia, and on forums there's like a special topic dedicated to all different kind of tactics you want to use to overcome this guy or another enemy, comparing him to other guys. Yeah.
So why did you choose to have this in closed beta in Russia and China rather than other markets? It's interesting. Yeah?
I don't know. I think one of the main reasons is because these kind of markets are most used to non-boxed products. I mean, Europe and America are very box product-oriented kind of markets, and China and Russia have already many projects working like that, very successful. They know what it is, free-to-play kind of game. So yeah, that's probably the reason.
And what's the economy of this game in terms of kind of how you guys are making money?
Well, that depends heavily on the publisher and the territory. I mean, you'd be surprised how different publishers react differently.
So you're going to sell this as a box product?
No. This is definitely going to be a free game, free to download. The difference is going to come from different territories. As far as like some people are going to sell boosters to make things progress faster. Some people are going to sell items directly. It's going to really. I cannot say right now exactly how it's going to work where.
So it's going to be different in different territories.
Yeah, probably. And now the helicopter took the guys to the second part of the mission, which is the final part. And here they have to beat the helicopter boss. Basically, they have to pick up rocket launchers and bring down the enemy helicopter. But once again, this is not easy. First of all, it's very hard to hit this guy, and second, there's a lot of AI running around. So some guys have to, protect the teammates, make sure there's no snipers, shooting them and taking them out, and the other guys have to heal and resurrect the guys, and another one or two guys who are left should take care of the chopper.
Which is a Havoc.
Yeah.
AA-50?
I think so, but we got some complaints from the Russians. They really don't enjoy hitting the Russian helicopter. We might have to do something about that,
Yeah, put in the Eurocopter. How about that?
I don't know. We'll design our own helicopter maybe. We'll see what happens. We will try to react to what people do, what people say on the forums, because this is a live product, and we always monitor what happens on the forums closely.
So what's the tactic here to take down a helicopter? Just a combination of cannon fire plus find some rockets?
Well, the tactic is very simple. Some guys have to make sure that there are no enemies who are distracting you, and then you have to pick up the rocket launchers and hit it. It's very simple. Doesn't need any sophisticated kind of mechanism gameplay to defeat him. Just very hard to hit. You need to predict the way he moves and stuff. But since the guys here are very experienced, probably gonna go easy. Yeah, he's down. I've seen many guys today who tried to do it for like half an hour, couldn't just hit the guy. And that's it. That's the end of the mission. Now the chopper is landing, and
they took out the.
yeah, they read it very quickly. Yeah. Well, because all the guys here are developers, and they're hardcore. Well, you'd be surprised. This game is so easy to play. We had so many people come play for the first time. Actually, beat the guys at free-for-all, and do very good. So now you see the guys, you see who is the number one, and you see the scoring statistics after the end of the mission. And
let's look at these statistics here. What we got? Damage provided.
Yeah, accuracy, amount of deaths, amount of kills, experience, and stuff like that.
For helping out.
Yeah.
And all that combines into your total.
Yeah, progression, and we're still working on this thing because sometimes people get frustrated. It's a co-op game. One person does 90% damage to somebody, then another one kills the boss and he gets all the points. So.
There's ways of making sure that doesn't happen. It's like a fair system, yeah.
Yeah, we are working on that. But since we are finished with the game and he's now in the shop, it's a cool thing. This is how you equip your character.
But this is one continent on the map. We started off roughly here, and we were fighting around here in that air battle, and then we drove down here. So throughout the course of the demo so far, you guys have seen about, 1/20th of the entire map. And you guys will notice that each one of these regions that gets highlighted, these areas can all be owned by the different empires. They're color-coded based on the empire that owns them currently. We're fighting over this one in particular. And the way this is set up is, as I own these pieces of territory, I get bonuses towards capturing pieces that are adjacent. So you have an always moving front line that's constantly getting updated, and you're fighting in different areas of the map all the time.